Well, this week, state leaders have passed a pay transparency bill. It would require businesses with 15 or more employees to include pay range amounts on job postings beginning in January of 2025. 13 WRAX's Samantha Soto is with us now. And Sam, if signed into law, how would this continue the state's commitment to ensuring equal pay for all workers?
Well, advocacy groups say not providing the pay range up front creates built-in gender and racial biases that influence how much someone is offered, often taking advantage of women and people of color. But if this bill gets signed by Governor Pritzker, lawmakers and advocates think big changes would come to Illinois.
I could afford to buy the essential things that I need and even would help with my retirement.
Dorothy Reddick lives in Rockford. She says as a Black woman who is often underpaid, this step toward equal pay would help her better afford things like housing and other essentials.
We don't have to guess whether or not we're being treated fairly or we're being compensated fairly, but we'll be able to see what the actual pay scale is, and that way that we can ensure that our rights are being protected.
This has been a passion project for the group Women Employed, who fought half a century for reform. Their executive vice president believes this will change things for the better.
When employers aren't transparent about pay, gender and racial wage gaps widen, and women and people of color are the most likely to lose out.
She says women who work full-time year-round make 80 cents compared to every dollar a non-Hispanic white man earns.
When we talk about dollars and cents, it may not sound very large, but when you start adding that up, you start to see how much this is a problem.
Sponsors of the bill say in Illinois, closing the gender wage gap would translate into a 16% increase in women's earnings, totaling $20.5 billion, a huge boost for the state's economy.
Closing the gender wage gap, equal pay are not nice to haves. They are an economic and a justice imperative to women and people of color in Illinois, but also to our economy in the state of Illinois.
The bill now heads to Governor Pritzker's desk. If signed, it would add Illinois to the list of states with pay transparency laws already, including California, Colorado, New York, and Washington. Will.